This is something I wanted to get into. What are the strings attached to a mom going through a crisis pregnancy, or a mom and a dad that come in that are, mom and dad to be that are coming in for crisis pregnancy? What strings are attached by North State Care Clinic to get that ultrasound?
We offer totally free services, so no strings attached. And like I said, we serve anybody and everybody, but we also are able to offer our services in a non-coercive environment. So we are there to love the woman and man, and we're there to offer an informed choice, but we are going to love you no matter what you choose. And we're going to offer you a safe place to come back to no matter what you choose. So there's no strings attached, and it's not ever coercive in how we're presenting the information. We want them to have informed choices. And if they go to an abortion facility, they will be given an ultrasound if they're choosing abortion, but they're not shown the screen. They're not shown the truth about their baby's fetal development. They're not shown the heartbeat. They're not actually making an informed choice. So that's my, soapbox that I get on about being able to make an informed choice. We want them to know the truth about what's going on with their baby.
So going back to the history, because with this idea that not all crisis pregnancy centers offer medical, it sounds like you have to have a medical director or somebody involved in the medical field, a nurse, a doctor. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of names that I was familiar with when I was reading through the history. I know both of them personally. Tell me how the medical side of North State Care Clinic came to be. Well, okay, I think I could throw it out there. In the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, a couple of local Redding physicians came on board to start the medical side, right? I think that was Dr. Perry and Dr. Van Mall. Is that ring? Okay, so now that you've got a medical arm started, how's that operate today?
So we still partner with Dr. Perry, and
Okay.
he's such a wonderful friend of the clinic. He was in this morning and was looking at charts for us and doing training for OB training and praying with us. And he still is with us in our mission. It's such a beautiful support. So he helps support what we do as far as our medical services, helps give us OB training. A lot of our nurses that are volunteers aren't necessarily OB nurses. I
Okay.
have one labor and delivery nurse. And then the rest of our nurses that we have are RNs, but not necessarily OB field. So Dr. Perry is able to come in and offer training. And then we are overseen by our medical director. Our current medical director is Dr. Alan Petit.
Okay.
He just subbed in as medical director this January.
Okay.
And he's been such a gift to us. So he's helping us revamp our in-house policies and making sure that all of our I's are dotted, T's are crossed as far as our medical services.
Okay. So then you've got, I'm imagining this hypothetical. I imagine it as a young woman coming in, but my guess is you probably provide services to women of all childbearing ages. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so, but as I'm imagining this hypothetical scared young woman coming in, she's pregnant. What's the sort of the wraparound care that a woman in her situation might experience at North State Care Clinic, from first step through making a decision for life and everything from counseling to material supports to medical support? What's that look like?
So we just had a really sweet, she's now 16. She came in when she was 15. Girl, and she found us through Google ads, and she came in, and when she came in, she was 90% abortion determined, but she just came in to appease her mom. So she came in, we gave her a verified pregnancy test, and then also provided advocacy. So that's when we assess, okay, how are you feeling about this? What obstacles do you have for this pregnancy? What are you facing in life? What are your dreams and goals for your life, and can we support you in that? So we just start that conversation. And then if the pregnancy test is positive, we really want to get her in for an ultrasound, because that's when we can actually determine viability. And we're able to say, we have limited ultrasounds. So our ultrasounds are able to determine gestational age, determine in utero pregnancy, and determine viability.
Is there a difference between limited and unlimited or some other type of ultrasound?
We don't do diagnostic.
Okay, got
so we specifically stick in our lane of just limited ultrasounds to determine viability.
Okay.
We don't share gender. If we see anything concerning that might look like a possible birth defect or Anything at all, we just refer for diagnostic. So we'll
Okay.
refer to Dr. Perry, we refer to Generations of Women, we refer to Salem Women's Health for continued diagnostic care and continued prenatal care.
Got it. So that's the difference between limited and unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this young lady comes in. Advocacy sounds like it's not advocacy for what would be our position on the pro-life issue, but it's advocacy for her. Okay. So she comes in, she gets an opportunity to talk. You partner with her in advocating for her. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Did she come back for the ultrasound?
And then this particular girl, she came back for the ultrasound,
Okay.
and she was really quiet, but we were able to show her baby. And so we were able to show her, hey, your baby's heart starts beating at 21 days. And then she can actually see it on the screen. The first time that she came in, she was really early on, so we couldn't get a lot of good images. And we said, hey, will you come back? If you come back in 2 weeks, we'll get a great image of your baby and your baby's heartbeat. And so she rescheduled for an ultrasound, and we were praying for her the whole time. So she rescheduled for the ultrasound. That second time she came back, she was able to actually hear her baby's heartbeat
Okay.
and see her baby moving. And she still was, I would say, at least 70% planning to have an abortion. And so then we just continued the conversation. Hey, we're here to support you. What fears are coming up now? And how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this pregnancy? What can we do to walk with you? We will continue to walk with you through this whole process, and you're safe here regardless. We love you regardless of your choice, but we want you to think about your choice. We don't want you to rush into something, because we've talked to so many post-abortive women and we've heard the trauma that comes with it. And then we've talked to so many women who've chosen life, and not any woman who's chosen life has regretted her choice. So we want you to know you have time to make a choice. So this particular girl, she came back for another ultrasound.
Okay.
And we just kept serving her. We came in like every Friday at 3:45 for a couple weeks in a row, because she was willing to show up.
Okay.
So we said, okay, we are gonna be there for you. You're the one that we're here for.
Okay.
And so we kept coming.
Are these
back.
outside of normal hours from the clinic?
Yeah.
Okay, but
yeah.
that was a time that worked for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.